What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and welcome to another episode of Versus. Today is going to be the most interesting episode of Versus I ever put together. Literally the most interesting episode ever, and you'll see exactly why by the end of the episode. I don't want to ruin it for you guys because I was even surprised by it. So the weapons we're looking at today are two SMGs in Infinite Warfare. The first weapon is the HVR, the last SMG you unlock, of course, other than the classic weapons, versus the Karma. Now, what I want to see out of you guys is let me know down in the comment section below which one of these weapons you prefer. What one do you like better? What one do you think is better? What one do you think will win this episode? Also, if you enjoy these type of videos, the versus videos, it would be really great if you could hit that like rating. Like I said, this is probably the best episode of versus I have ever seen, so if you could hit that like rating, it would be very greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's get into looking at these two weapons. So first up, let's look at the damage profile. So the damage profiles for the HVR, it has actually 4 different damage profiles, and it ranges from a 3 to a 6 bullet kill. If you're interested, the damage is 34 up close, 30 at middle short range, 23 at middle long range, and 19 at long range. So, like I said, this ranges from a 3 to a 6 bullet kill, whereas the Karma ranges from a 4 to a 6 bullet kill, 30 damage up close, 23 at mid range, and 19 at long range. The damage profile for the Karma is pretty average for SMGs in this game, so the only difference is for the HVR, up close you're looking at a 5 meter 3 bullet kill range. It's not a huge range where you're going to get a 3 bullet kill, but it does exist, and because of that, it has the better damage profile and therefore gets +1 point and takes the lead. So next up, we've got the fire rate. So the fire rate for the HVR is 740 RPM, where the fire rate for the Karma is 769 RPM. So obviously this is about 30 RPM better for the Karma, so for that it is going to get +1 point and tie it up. So as far as the range goes on both of these weapons, I guess you could say that the HVR is better simply because it has that 5 meters of a 3 bullet kill range, but we already gave out points for that. We already gave it the damage points for that, and as far as the ranges go on these two weapons, they are very similar. In fact, there's even no point in giving out points for them because they are that similar. But what we can do is we can look at the time to kill on these two weapons and give out points based on that. But this is where this gets really interesting, is when we look at time to kill. I don't normally give you the exact time to kills because they're just a bunch of numbers, but I really wanted to show you this one because this is where this gets really interesting. So I'll also have these pop up on screen here so you guys can see them, but the blue is going to be the HVR and the orange is going to be the Karma. So up close, the HVR has a time to kill of 0.235 seconds. The Karma up close has a time to kill of 0.234 seconds time to kill. The HVR at mid-range, 0.313 seconds. The Karma at mid-range has 0.312 seconds. And at long range, the HVR at 0.391 and the Karma at 0.390. Now, if you look at these numbers on screen for a second, what do you notice about these numbers? Every single one of them is 0.001 second difference. I have never, not once, in any Call of Duty I've looked at, seen time to kills that are these close. Normally when we look at time to kills, the average difference is like 0.05 seconds. This isn't 0.01 seconds we're looking at. We're looking at 0.001 second. Literally, you cannot notice this difference to the naked eye. Unless you like slow down frames and really look at it, you cannot notice this difference. So for that, I'm actually not going to give out points for this because that is simply just far too close. I've never seen time to kills that are that close together, and that is absolutely insane. But when you really do try these two weapons out, you really do notice that the time to kill on both of these weapons is very similar. Now we're going to look at the smaller, the nitty-gritty stats, the things that people don't always think of, the first of which is the magazine size. So the magazine size for the HVR is 26 rounds, whereas for the Karma it is 42 rounds. A massive difference there, of course. But where the difference really comes into me, in my eyes, isn't necessarily the magazine size. It's the amount of bullets you actually start a game with. So with the HVR, you start the game with 78 total bullets that you can use, whereas with the Karma, you start the game with 126 bullets that you can use. And with time to kills and fire rates that are so close with these weapons, having that many less bullets starting a game with is a huge negative for the HVR. And because of that, the Karma is going to get +1 point and take the lead. Like I said, that is a pretty damn big difference. So if you are using the HVR, I definitely either recommend extended mags or something like Scavenger scavenger, something where you can easily get more bullets, or at least run a pretty good secondary weapon. But this is actually made up for by the HVR when you look at the reload speed. So the reload speed for the HVR is 2.1 seconds. The reload speed for the Karma, it depends, because with the Karma, you actually have 2 magazines in your weapon. If you fire more than 21 bullets, you will have a longer reload speed because you have to reload both magazines. If you shoot less than 21 bullets, it's a shorter reload speed, but it's still not shorter than the HVR. So this can range from about 3 seconds to 2.2 seconds, depending on how many bullets are out of your magazine. With the Karma, I recommend reloading after every single time you kill someone, as long as it's safe to do so. However, because of that, the reload speed is always going to be better for the HVR, so for that, it's going to get +1 point, and once again, tie it up. Now, the interesting part about the rest of these two weapons is that the aim down sights time is exactly the same. The sprint out time is exactly the same. In fact, there's no more points we can give out for these two weapons, so this leaves us with a tie. This very, very rarely happens in the series. In fact, we've never had a versus where these time to kills have been so similar, because normally when there is a tie, that's what I bring it down to. Which one has a better time to kill? But like I said, there's a 0.001 second difference in the time to kills on these two weapons. So therefore, we can't really give out a winner for that, can we? So what I think it really comes down to is the recoil pattern and which weapon feels better in your hands. To me, they feel almost identical. As far as time to kill goes, they feel identical. As far as recoil goes, which I think is what it really comes down to me, they feel identical. However, give both of these weapons a shot, and whatever one feels better recoil-wise, that's the one you probably want to stick to, because like I said, the time to kill is almost exactly the same. Damage profile, almost exactly the same. Fire rate, almost exactly the same. The only real big difference between these two weapons is the magazine size. So if you can get used to reloading a little bit more often, the HVR might be for you. If you like that bigger magazine, the Karma may be for you. But like I said, these two weapons are so similar. This is going to be the first time ever I don't give out a winner based on my personal preference. I'm just going to have to say this one's a tie. Like I said, I've never seen two weapons that have a time to kill so goddamn similar. It's actually kind of impressive how similar they are. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Which one of these weapons do you prefer? Did I change your mind by listening to this video? Do you think the same thing that you thought at the beginning of the video? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, you can hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, Let's Play channel, and all of that crap down in the description. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, peace out.